Dear friends, today we have two stars with us who actually need absolutely no introduction, Rajkumar Rao and Sania Malhotra. Rajkumar, Sania, thank you so much for joining us at the Australia today.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you. Rajkumar, let me start with you. You are known for playing unconventional and offbeat characters. So if I can begin by asking कि इस script में ऐसा हटके क्या था इस movie की that you decided that you want to play this role?
Well, it's a great story. I think we don't really make thrillers, but sometimes we often tend to make very convenient thrillers. But this was very exciting for me to try something new, and I haven't done sort of action in my career as of now. And to work with Sania, I was always looking forward to work with her. And Shailesh is a wonderful filmmaker, so I think everything came together very beautifully in this film.
Okay. Sania, actually, when I started seeing the trailer, initially it seemed that, that your character was just like a, like a romantic pair for the lead. But as the trailer moves forward, it's very clear that your role is a lot more than that. So what were your considerations when you took this role?
First, I think the excitement to work with Shailesh, I think he is brilliant. And also, I was actively manifesting a film with Rajkumar Rao. So when this came my way, I couldn't say no to it. I grabbed onto this opportunity because I really wanted to work with him. And I'm glad that I did. And as you said, there is more to the story, not just in my character. The thing that you saw in the trailer, how pacey and how exciting it was, it's much more than that when you watch the film.
All right. Now, also, this is a thriller, and one can see that the characters are really intense. So, do you do a lot of preparation when you're doing these kind of characters? Like, do you meet with people who have gone through these kind of experiences? Do you read about them? Or is it more instinctive and you go more by your gut when you're on the set?
Well, it's an amalgamation of everything, I would say. You have to do some kind of research, especially when you are playing a character like Vikram, who's going through PTSD, who's getting these panic attacks. So I had to do some reading and have to watch some videos, some reference videos. I spoke to a couple of people. And then our director, Shailesh, who himself is a doctor and who's done a lot of research while writing the script. So he also helped us a lot.
All right. And what about you, Sania? Like, did you have to do some research on the character that you're playing? And is this character, have you played anything similar before? This is like a completely new kind of character that you're playing.
Of course, it's new. I think never played a forensic officer before. Had no idea about the terms and words that forensic officers do. Did my side of the research and reading. As Raj said, it's very important to prepare before any film. And similarly for this one also, I did my own homework. And Shailesh was always there on set to help both of us and guide us through.
All right. If I were to ask you, what is that?
I'll just tell you one more thing. Our director said he studied and he worked in Australia for a very long time.
Yeah, he did.
Oh wow, that's interesting.
Yeah, it's his second home actually.
Oh, nice to know. Nice to know.
Not that.
Yeah. Maybe we can interview him as well at some stage.
No, Shailesh, you want to come?
He's not there.
If I were to ask you both, what is that paisa vasool factor in this film that people should buy a ticket and go to the cinemas?
The story is so gripping. It's constantly, it's very fast paced. It's constantly moving. Something new, something exciting is happening every 10 minutes. So it's one of those wonderful thrillers that would keep you on the edge of your seats.
All right. Actually, I gauged that from the trailer. The trailer is very interesting. And could you tell us that how difficult is it to act in a thriller? Because unlike a drama or even a comedy, where you have a certain kind of a pattern, in a thriller, if if the pace is not fast enough, people can lose interest very quickly. So how difficult is it to actually act in a thriller?
I think acting doesn't change for
Not like
whether
the
it's
other big
drama, a comedy, or a thriller. It's the way you edit the film. It's the way
The writing is.
yeah, the writing is. All these factors come into play when you're writing a thriller or you're directing it. Apart from that, the acting remains whatever the character is. Of course, you have to do your own homework and get into it and be in front of the camera and be present when you are there shooting a scene. Yeah, and the major, I think the things that add magic to it is the editing bit and the writing, BGM, everything else also comes together and make a thriller.
Yeah, because the trailer actually looks very promising. It
When you have like an actor like Rajkumar Rao playing something, I think I would go and give my money. That would be my paisa vasool thing. I would go and give my car as a film which has Rajkumar in it comes.
Sure. Yeah. Okay, tell us, is this movie, predominantly for like Indian audiences or, the subcontinental diaspora, or you reckon that even like Australians can, go and watch this movie?
It's a very universal story. It doesn't only limit itself to India. I think the nature is such, and we love watching thrillers like Squid Games, for example. It did so well globally on Money Heist. As a race, we love watching drama, suspense, thrill, and that's exactly what Hit has to offer.
Yeah, and following on from that, the larger question is, has Indian cinema come of age? Is it at a stage where it can, appeal to a global audience? We are doing a lot of movies now, which are, really universal in their appeal and in their content and in their production. But do you see a time now where, a lot of Indian movies are going to be released worldwide, not just for the Indian diaspora, but for audiences across the world?
I think definitely the change is happening, and thanks to OTT, the ecosystem has also increased for the makers and the actors. So people are like, I was talking to someone in America the other day, and that lady has no idea about Bollywood, and she has seen Meenakshi Sundareshwar just because it was on Netflix. So definitely it is increasing, and our films are reaching a wider audience. And I'm also hoping that this keeps getting better and helps the industry to grow, and helps the makers and creators to create whatever they want to,
Sure. And Rajkumar, what's your view on that? Because you've done, all kinds of roles, and have you seen a shift, just in the time that you have been there in the industry? What is your take on this?
I think the world is getting smaller every day. I think we all exactly, thanks to, OTT platforms or these different social media handles, we know what's happening in the other part of the world in a jiffy. So I think people are, and the kind of film, the new generation of filmmakers, the kind of stories they are telling is very universal in nature. You see a photograph, or you see a Meenakshi, or you see a Newton, or recently Badhai Do. We got so much of love from the community from all over the world, not only in India. So I think it is getting smaller day by day.
All right. Rajkumar, Sanya, thank you so much for joining with us. And the movie opens, I think, on 15th of July. So just last words that you would like to tell our audiences as to why they should go and see the movie.
Well, it's releasing on 15th of July. And to everyone in Australia, go and watch the film, Hit the First Case. It's a wonderful thriller with a very gripping storyline. And go and watch me and Sanya for the first time working together.
Watch it for a very amazing performance by Rajkumar Rao.
And by Sanya.
Thank you so much, guys. Thank you. All right. Bye-bye.
Thanks for listening. Bye-bye.